What is going on YouTube? The Dividend King here with another video, and today's video is a kind of a question that people need to really think about, and what is the scariest part about the stock market. And if you was invested in the stock market before the pandemic happened, you know that a lot of stocks fell, the price dropped. The scariest part about the stock market is being wrong and losing money. That's the most scariest part. You're gonna win some and lose some. I've done research on the stock and I thought would do well, and they're bad. The stock market is all about, it's a thinking game, a knowledge game, and making good adjustments. Not everyone gets in the stock market, they're 100% right. Every once in a while, you make a mistake, or you invest in the company that was good, and then turn around, it flopped. It happens. The scariest part is about investing. Excuse me. So you put all this money in it, you're working hard, and then the dividends get cut. Excuse me, and the stock falls, and you lost money. That's a scary part. And people, and I'm not a stock expert, or I'm not giving no financial advice or stock advice. But some people are just, they'll put all their chips in the stock market, and then when it crashes, or they invest in the gas market, gas sector, or hotel sector, and it goes to crap, they have nothing. So that's the scariest part. It's investing and making the right decision, because you're using your own money, and that's a scary part. It's a very scary part, especially if somebody like me who invests in dividends, you invest a lot of money in one company. I got different companies, but say I like one more than others, and then I depended on the dividend, and it got a cut. And that's the thing that I don't understand with people when they say you can live on dividends alone. I would never live off dividends, never, because it's not guaranteed money. That's another scary part too. When people want to live off dividends, they want to chuck money in the stock market, dividend-paying stocks, and they get a dividend and they live off that money. You can't look. You cannot have one stream of income. You can't. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's real estate. I don't care if it's a business. I don't care what it is. You cannot sustain one stream of income. It's like people who cut grass for a living in the wintertime. Most of the businesses are pretty much, slowed. That's why they cut trees. That's why they cut bushes. That's why they pressure wash houses. They do other things besides just cut grass, because that is a season for cutting grass. So, our guy who used to cut our grass, he cut down trees, remove stumps. He'll do a lot of landscaping. So he does other things. He'll got a dump truck. He does other things besides cut grass. The fans on, excuse me. So stay with the stock market. I would never live off dividends. Never. You need multiple streams of income, just in case one takes a hit. Dividend, because you gotta remember, a company can suspend, they can reduce or cut their dividend. That dividend is not guaranteed money. There's not guaranteed money. It's not. If they go on through a loser streak and the board of directors decide, look, instead of paying our shareholders 20 cents, let's reduce to 15 cents. That's happened. It's happened with my stock right here. CLM. They was paying 19 cents a share, so I bought like 56 shares. I bought like 56 shares, 58 to get a dividend. But you can see here, watch this. I'm getting $9.29 dividend because they cut their dividend. Let me show you the history of the dividend. All right, let me show you the history. Now, I didn't buy no new shares, so this is my recent stuff. I got 1075 in November, 1075 in the beginning of December. I got 1075 in December, and end of January, I'm gonna get $9.29. That's because they reduced the dividend from 19 cent to 16 cent. Okay, they cut their dividend. So that happens with a lot of stocks. So that's scary. If you're living off that, that's really scary. That they just cut your income, and it's out of your hands. You can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it but take it, because it's not out of your control unless you own so many shares of a company that you're on the board of directors. You're not going to, you can't say anything because they elected to do it. So they cut the dividend, and CRF also cut their dividend, and I knew it was coming sooner or later. Kind of my last video, I talked about how the dividend yield was too high for a stock like $12. That's too high of a dividend. That's too high for any stock, really. But they cut their dividend. This was 18 cent. Now it's like 15 cent. Now, not a big cut, but next month it might go even lower. So that's the scariest part about the stock market, is people living off dividends. You know, I would never live off one stream of income. That's just me personally. I would never do that. I'm gonna have multiple streams of income. In case one takes a hit, I'm good. Just like a job. If my job gets, you know, if my job lays people off, if my job gets sold for somebody else, if my job moves, I mean, you know. So I'm gonna show you a dividend history real quick. This stock here, I was paid $10.06, you know, November, December, and then January I get paid $8.16. They cut the dividend. Still not a bad dividend price neither, but they cut it. Okay, it can happen without even knowing about it. So that's the scary part about the stock market is, you know, you're living off dividends and they cut it. If you're making the wrong mistake, and make sure that, first of all, I'm not giving no financial advice or stock advice. Do your own research on the stock market and get the disclaimer. But be sure that you do your research before you buy any stock. Do your own homework. Do your own research. Go to the websites of the companies that you want to own. Go to the YouTube channels. Read up on the company before you invest in something to make sure that nothing bad happens. There's some good companies that have been around for hundreds of years, and they do just fine. But, you know, if something would happen, don't be a shock. And that's the scary part about the stock market. So I invest passively. But not only invest in the stock market, I have 2 YouTube channels that's trying to generate income. I have an online business. I have run 2 blogs. You know, I got dividends. We're about to start investing in real estate. Now you've seen that the game's changed. So if my dividends take a hit, and all my dividends take a, you know, a 5-6 cent dividend cut, I'll be fine because I have other streams of income. So if you want to learn, if you want to invest in the stock market, you can use Robinhood. I'm not giving stock advice or financial advice. It's all my opinions. But if you want to build an online business and start, you know, with an online course that's free of charge, there's no cost to this course. You can hit the box below. I have links to free affiliate marketing training. Start your blog today. And the goal is to get people to have multiple streams of income. So just in case one takes a hit, you're good to go. You're not worried about it. Hey, my dividends got cut in half. We're cool. No need to panic. We got 4 other things producing income. And stocks, you can invest in bonds. We'll do worthy bonds as well, and that could be an income stream too. So I will link Robinhood, worthy bonds. I'll link a course to free affiliate market training, and I'll leave a link to Bluehost to start your blog. But you must start multiple streams of income. This is Dividend Stock King. Thanks for watching.